stuttering today. Say, yeah, I questioned the gnome too much, and got struck by lightning.
Be outdone. Welcome to Fan Tokyo Spectacular Theater in the Pound. Please excuse my thespian vernacular when I say thou is going down. I've had enough of you, so time to be my puppet. On a string, I've had enough of you. Oh, dance,
I like this
my
bubble
little
music.
Muppet plaything.
Yeah. The Billy thing. What was that about? I couldn't watch it. I was grocery shopping.
Now.
Okay, so Billy Bust Up is a new game coming. They've launched their Kickstarter. It is a 3D musical platformer. Oddsock shared it with me last night. And this is the first boss fight of the game. And I love it.
What's the setting? It looked like it was on a stage.
Yeah. It's a musical.
So the whole thing is a musical of a guy with a going on a grand adventure.
I don't really know the full story. I just know that the music is great.
And I'm assuming from the title, it's not a rabbit; it's a goat.
It's a goat, and also it seems like each boss will have their unique area. Francissimo the Great is a theater runner, and thus you fight him in the theater. What looks like the second boss, Dutch.
Sorry. Ordo just offered to swap drinks with me. He took one sip and regretted the decision.
The second boss, though, seems to be a hotel owner, and there's currently cute little art of Billy in a bellhop costume. So they might be fighting in the hotel instead of on a stage.
Timber.
Yes.
Caltrip.
That's how much damage.
Dude, that's a lot of dice.
It's a lot of dice, but you rolled a lot of ones, Tanya.
No. I was rolling for how much damage you take from stepping on a Lego. It's 148.
I understand, but you rolled 17 ones. That was almost a third of the total dice.
Getting it out of the way early.
I've had enough of you, so time to be my puppet. On a string, I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little Muppet plaything.
When you make them anthro, what really would be the difference between a jackalope and a billy goat?
Now your denouement has already begun.
I'd assume the year old.
That means you're done. We could both be pirates on the sea.
And maybe the horns too. The horns would be there for it.
Yeah, goats have rabbit-like ears, so it would just be horn versus antler.
no other. Better move, cause here's another. At least you'll get to see defeat in epic style.
One thing you can't notice just listening to this song, though, Tanya, is that all of his attacks are based on his song as well.
I didn't notice that. I had the stream going when I was getting ready to head out.
Want a shot? You better be more tactical. Messing with Fantokyo is never wise. I've had enough of you, so won't you be my puppet on a string? I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little Muppet plaything. I'm up to here with you, so why don't you finally face it? Your fate is sealed, and everything you do is what I say. Starting now and every day, you'll be my puppet. Learn to love it. Every word I say, you'll covet. Start anew, stuck like glue. Be your former self, I do, cause I've had enough of you.
I kind of want to play it again, but fuck it. Last time.
You've been nothing but a
It is an earworm.
But I am Fantokyo, the great, and I'll not be outdone. Welcome to Fantokyo Spectacular Theater in the Pound. Please excuse my thespian vernacular when I say thou is going down.
Ordo's making
I've had
weird
enough of you,
faces at me.
so time to be my puppet on a string. I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little Muppet plaything.
You okay? I was just trying to slap.
Now, the audience is thirsty for
I was doing the flailing multiple slaps thing. My finger got caught in his hair.
We could both be pirates on the sea. You'll swap the deck and play part for me. Mobs galore, you better keep it clean. Watch out now, my little friend, cause Sharkspeare's looking mean. I've had enough of you, so time to be my puppet on a string. I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little Muppet plaything. A battle like no other. Better move, cause here's another. At least you'll get to see
So something I might not have mentioned is Caddy is on vacation and visiting us. So right now, Caddy and Ordo are doing their best to have a quiet fight. So they don't register on the microphone.
I mean, Roselia, if there's nobody to report to left alive, technically it's self.
Timber says I should kill both of you so there's no witnesses.
Oh, there was always a witness, but she likes violence.
Okay, fair. The Empress that does count.
In fact, you should be extra violent because she's always watching.
Damn, we would have to kill everyone in chat too.
All right, everyone.
Leave one
Hello
this
and
episode.
welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim. I forgot to get Fantasy Grounds up.
Good job.
Nice.
Clap. Clap. Clap.
Professionals, streamer,
I am.
production quality.
Everyone
Hey,
makes
being
mistakes
incompetent is
here
my
and
job.
there. But anyways, hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I am Razim and this is Red Flag Rejects Dungeons and Dragons. We will get the stream going in proper momentarily, but I will turn it over now to Chim for the recap.
Timber, caltrips at the ready.
Now I know you did write one, Timber. Would you like to do, or would you like me to?
Well, I mean, Tibor's really good at this.
Hmm.
I mean, if you think you can do a better job than me.
Let's see how you do, and I'll fill in any blanks.
All right. So previously on Gray Flag Rejects, we woke up and again, this is kind of weird that this keeps happening, but then there's a stage and there's this like little tiny human puppy, and he was telling us a whole bunch of stuff about going to a new adventure, and then we woke up in like the bottom of this water sled, and there was this bucket of meat. I opened it up and I found Jim. I was like, "Hey, buddy," and he's like, "This is my meat," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So then we went upstairs, and Roselia beat me up there, as in she beat me to there because she could totally never beat me up. Anyways, then there's like some squirrel person, and there's another dude, and then there was I could hear broken glass, and then I found some angry juice, and then I go outside and there was no land whatsoever. And I go inside to report everyone like a courageous warrior I am. I was totally not scared. And so they're telling me that we're on this water sled, and so using my tactical genius, I started pushing on the wall to make it go faster. And by all means, it really worked. Or at least I believed it did. And then later on, there's like this foggy stuff, and there's these like waddle bandits who came up on their own waddle sled, and the Alpha jumps up on our ship, and he's like, "Oh, look at me! Your ship is now belongs to us." But little did they know that they forgot one thing. They did not expect the Wolven Inquisition, and I yeeted him off for the Empress into the lake. And then everyone was screaming while I monologued at him loudly.
Timber,
And that was it.
Timber, you are to Chim as Grog is to Matt Mercer.
I'm in good company then.
I loved it. So, after some of the party had to disappear and they divvied up the goat, they went to the nearest cartographer and got a delivery quest in which Timber was menacingly staring through the window. They met up with the rest of the party at the docks, and Shiro, Timber were all told that they can no longer go on the ship that they originally had passage for those who paid for it, and the rest kind of snuck aboard via magic, be it their choice or not. They were also told that they've kind of been blacklisted, and almost no other captain of any renown would take them upon their vessel after the damage they had caused. And if they wished to leave the island at any time, they would most likely need to gather their own ship, or find someone desperate enough to take their money.
I am only guilty by association. I was being a law-abiding citizen.
See, this is what we get for saving the day.
Saving the. Go on.
If a certain feral-styled wolf didn't break bottles, I think we would have been fine.
They looked too tempting to poke. I didn't know they
It's okay,
costed a lot.
Shiro. I like working stuff too, especially people. It's literally my job. Kill people, break their stuff, poison the airport.
Some days you kill people and break stuff. Other days you break people and kill stuff.
Yes. Roselia is finally understanding the true and proper way.
Break and kill until it is done.
Now you see why Roselia keeps me around. Not like she has a choice.
It's more to keep you aimed away from civilians.
And I have... Oh, don't we have a package to deliver?
Yes. For the cartographer, we're delivering a package to the mines.
Oh. I heard there were spiders. I kind of want to study them.
Just point me in the right direction, Al. Who stayed in that direction?
We have a package? Where's the package?
Who has the package?
Rosalia was the one who had the package given to her. It's a decently wrapped bundle, and on top of it, it only has written out in Dwarvish, if anyone can hear it. This package may only be opened by Quizzin.
Let me check my languages.
Nope.
Oh, I did.
Shiro can speak Dwarvish.
Wait, I can? What?
No, the other Shiro.
You're so smart, Shiro.
I grumble
I
at the constant name change.
What constant name change? You've always been Shiro.
Yeah, why did you change your name? What's your new name?
I choose to remain silent.
Shiro's gonna sniff at the package.
Anyway, Shiro, read the thing.
Shiro will read it off. And by reading it off, it's in everybody's heads instead of actually vocally, but you know.
I have memories of that creature having the same name as me and the same name as Timber, even though I remember it always being Shiro. Therefore, I don't trust it.
You ask too many questions, Roselia. You should just be like me and just accept the fate you are given at all times. For the Empress would never do anything I am not ready for.
If I accepted my fate, I would let's not go down that road.
So,
Hey, Shiro. Oh, sorry.
As Shara reads off the package, saying who the package is for, the mine is about a few hours away, and it's about in the afternoon. You could get there before nightfall if the party wanted to go straight there.
Or attempt to go straight there. Is the word.
Well, if you give Tibble a mission, he instantly wants to do it the moment you tell him to.
How far did you say we could get by the nightfall?
To the mine itself.
Might as well. We got nothing better to do.
So you're saying we're gonna go down that road?
One moment.
Do I have any idea how big this island is?
Not really, no. The map does not have any real legend to show size.
But it is established we are on an island, right?
Yes.
Crap. I need.
Tibble starts marching off in the direction we're supposed to go.
So he starts to march off towards the northwest as everyone else starts to follow him.
Mm-hmm.
You pass by quite a few sections of the town as you walk further in. The main road that you would most likely be following leads to a plaza surrounded by multiple shops and as well as a theater and a few other such buildings. But as you go further out, it goes to regular homes and then kind of shoddy, almost slums as you leave the town proper. And the path to the mines, it's well trodden, but it's not an actual road. It's kind of just a dirt path where the grass hasn't grown due to the constant travel.
That town has a lack of fortification, and it is not to the Empress's stand on.
Since we've got nothing better to do along the walk, I keep an eye open for anything edible growing on the roadside.
You give me a perception check, Rosalia. Someone else give me a 1d100 to see if you run into an encounter.
Is it the... Huh.
Timbre is currently in Rosalia's backpack again.
I'm gonna add mouse traps to it. I swear.
I'll make a note of that. As you guys walk, to the left is jungle and lush greenery. To the right is almost barren hills, and as you walk further, jagged mountain face. Rosalia is looking to the right for the entire time you head towards the mine, and thus sees none of the wonderful greenery that could have been eaten. This time, traveling towards the mines, you guys do go into one encounter. You see in the distance 3 people walking with a cart.
I choose to ignore them.
No real reason to interact.
Mm-hmm.
Tibble marches forward.
Alright, with no words said, they walk past at a decently quick pace. as if they're trying to get away from something, as you all march back, forward towards the mines.
They're at a high pace, like they're in a hurry.
Yep, they were walking quite quickly.
Oh, away from the mine with the cart.
Yes.
Can I run an insight check to see why they might be going at that speed?
Go ahead.
And I
Call
would,
it
I
a
would like.
predator instinct. Well, my instinct sucks.
It's gonna be one of those sessions. I would and I
Can Temple roll an insight check to see if there might be danger up ahead? Something he really loves.
Actually-
go on.
So for the scene, if there's danger ahead, I would say no in this case. Even if you rolled a 20 in perception, you can't see anything in front of you. When it comes to the insight for the people walking by, they just seem worried. That is clear enough, but you can't tell anything else.
What were the cart contents?
It was covered with a tarp, so you are unsure what was in the cart.
Hmm.
Well, the fact that people trying to move away from where we're at means I should totally go in this direction.
Timber.
Yes.
If this turned out to be a trap of some kind, and I die, please kill the cartographer for me.
You're not allowed to die, Roselia. The Empress is not done with you yet.
Ominous.
Anyways.
The party marches forward, and the mine itself, there is a clear opening that's been carved into the face of this mountain. It is beautiful carvings, actually. You can see motifs of dwarves, of anvils and forges as you go into the mine proper.
It did
And
not impress me that greatly.
it grows darker at first as you walk down this almost hallway-like expanse of rock before it opens into a large cavern. It is about 3 stories tall. Dug into the sides of this cavern seems to be rooms and openings. The bottom floor is filled with tubes and lava, multiple forges, and it is also filled with quite a lot of people. It's mainly a mix of dwarves and gnomes, but there's also a few humans or tabaxi elves, as they are mainly on the east and west sides of this cavern with huge gates that they are currently barring, pushing boxes and crates up against them. A few people, though, are still working, as if nothing is wrong.
Temple looks around all awestruck. Because he loves melting metal.
That is a big hole in the wall.
I haven't seen this many anvils since I went into the almanac priest's place. But then they kicked me out because I don't know what I'm doing.
What's an anvil?
I'm Go on.
It's a big metal thing that you put hot metal on, and then you hit it with a big old hammer, and then you pray to the Empress to forge it into something awesome for smiting the enemy or protecting yourself from being smitten.
I'm gonna look around for whoever appears to be in whoever appears to be in charge.
There's a few people that look like they might be the ones telling other people what to do. The main person that looks like this, kind of on a platform, they have a ledger in their hands and are pointing people to go there and there, grab that, move that, as they write down everything that is transpiring around them.
Clipboard. That means quest giver. That's the rule.
What's a quest giver?
Rabbit joke.
Your people have a very strange sense of humor. No wonder we eat you so much.
Racist.
Wouldn't that be speciest?
You all
Now
heretics to
listen.
me. You
Now
okay.
listen here, you little shit.
Grins.
That's very intimidating, Roselia. Let's go.
Shiro grins, showing off his fangs.
Shiro's going over to Timber, giving him big old sad eyes. I'm a heretic?
Yeah, but you're okay. Maybe one day you can become a loyalist like me, and you'll be big and strong.
I'm going to ignore the insanity and deliver the package to the guy with the ledger.
And Elia follows.
The person with the ledger is actually an elf. He looks down to he finished writing something in the book before he looks up and sees you. Yes, I have not seen you around. What are you here for? What's that you have in your hands?
I have a delivery from the town from Vilas to Tulash.
He nods and he writes it in, and this package is for who?
Did we get a name on that?
Yes.
I think so, but I forgot. Can't you read this, scribe dude?
But might no, it has the cartographer's name, but not the recipient's name.
The package read out Quizen. Q-U-I-Z-E-N.
Like I could read that. I think he said something about pigeon.
The package is for someone named Quizen.
Yes, he is on the top floor here in the office. It's very easy. It's the only room on the top floor. There's a lift over there. I need to focus on my work. If you could bring it up yourself.
All right.
The elf instantly turns around after pointing you off into a direction in which you see a half metal, half wood structure with pipes kind of along the walls and ropes on top of it. It's a very not so primitive lift, but decently primitive one.
I'm going to trust the lift. It's a working mine. If it was gonna break, it would have.
Someone
Rosalia,
jump on
make
it too to test
a
its ability.
dexterity saving throw.
Who?
Rosalia.
Against what?
The energy beam coming at you as requested.
What?
Oh boy.
When did I request an energy beam?
I mean, it's what I can shoot you with.
It's the Empress's will. Dodge it.
I will rip the fourth wall out of the ground and beat you with it.
Temple gets on the lift too. He has no idea what he's doing.
Shiro is going to look askance at the lift. I assume that Tamber was successful in his mission to steal more food from Rosalia's bag.
Is there no other way up to the top?
Is there no other way to feed yourself?
I mean, there is, but this is the easiest way.
Down to eight rations again.
I mean, you clearly didn't detect his stealth, or past his stealth, so he's run over with it, and Shiro and Tamber are currently snacking away on the food.
Shiro's wondering if there's another way up to the top without getting in this rickety metal box.
From the looks of it, where you are, there are 2 ramps that lead up to the 2nd floor of the giant cavern you are in. But there does not seem to be a way to the 3rd from your position.
And is that the 3rd floor where we're headed?
Yes, you
Dungeon
were
Master.
told. Yes?
Is there like levels or something I could pull us up?
Sorry, I'm a bit distracted. Ordo is over here making paces.
You're fine. There is levers, and as you look up to the top floor, the floor you were told to stop on, Timber pulls one of the levers, I assume, and at first,
yes, he does.
At first, the lift doesn't move. You hear creaking and groaning as it strains under the weight before it starts to lift, slowly but surely, used to carrying quite a bit of weight as it brings you, Rosalia, Timber, and I don't believe anyone else got on the lift, to the 3rd floor.
Nope, I don't trust that rickety metal box.
Shiro and Tamber went ahead. They're eating the rations on the lift.
I'm ascending.
I don't give a damn. If it breaks, I'll just jump off anyways.
I'll just climb.
I shall take
My
the ramp
faith
as
is
well.
my shield.
What did you say, Shiro? I just didn't hear you.
Oh, I shall take the
I
ramp
said-
with
I
Amelia
said
as
that
well.
that
Amelia
Tamber
actually
and
went
I-
with them.
Oh
So
wait,
Tamber and I are currently on the lift eating the ration that Tamber stole.
So you're kind of left by yourself.
fine, I'll climb up the ramp by myself. I'm not taking that rickety box.
So the others take the rickety box and safely arrive up top. As you got higher in elevation, the room, the center of it, has a decent-sized pool of what would be magma in this case, because it is technically underground, that has tubes and such within it that is not melting to the touch and carefully moving this hot liquid into the forges for them to use. When it comes to the second floor, it's a mix of anvils and other workbenches where they use the ingots or the tools they made to make other such things like screws or springs. And the third floor that you stop on is carved into the rock wall. You see quite a few workbenches. Some of them have little walls to block themselves off, but there's only one area that has an actual door right in the center of the little cove that's been dug out. As for Wolfshiro, you walk up the ramp and it takes a little bit as you are going between the anvils, but you do find dug into the wall another ramp that spins up and around to get to the third floor.
I start climbing that ramp as well.
Might as well follow. I think this stutter's getting worse today.
Temple marches up to the door.
Shiro and Timber are going to ride on Timber's shoulders.
The door looks suited to smaller folk, and Timber's a large person. It is not as tall as him as he walks up and dwarfs the door.
Anyways, I guess you're going to be staying out here too.
I can crouch. I'll just pretend I'm a puppy. Or something.
Dwarven door, dwarfed by dork.
Then what's in this case gives Timber's tail a tiny pull to make him stop. No.
Timbo tries to open the door.
I guess he doesn't notice I pulled his tail.
Yeah, probably not.
Trying to make him...
He has the density of osmium.
The door seems locked at first, but Timber is a strong person, and the lock does not withstand his tug, seeing how much larger he is. And the door comes off, and the deadbolt kind of is broken. It was bolted from the outside as well. It didn't look like it was one for security, and more just for, hey, we're not here.
Poor thing that never stood a chance.
Oh, great. He broke something else.
Timbo's holding the
Isn't
door
it
now.
great?
Let's just set it back in the frame and pretend we never touched it.
Timbo puts it back and like hammers it into place with his gauntlet. Thump, 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 thump.
How does one hammer a door into place?
Give me, I want to check to see how well you do. I guess a general intelligence check.
Oh, that's sweet. Everybody knows Timbo's great at that.
Oh dear.
With his -1 modifier.
Got a 10.
You beat the DC 10 and the door looks very natural. You're afraid if anyone touches it, it will immediately collapse. But from the distance, it looks fine.
just like fortification. Everybody knows Wolven or master engineers. Tibble casually turns around and like knocks it with his paw, as he's doing it, as he's bragging how good he is at fortifying stuff.
See, at this point, I'm convinced Timber has a Geller field.
As he knocks on the door, it falls right back into the room, and you can see this office clearly through the now broken door, and there's no one there currently. There's people around you, but there's no one in the room itself.
Tibble marches into the room. Hello?
There is no reply to Timber, at least not at the moment.
I would like to make an investigation check of whether they're just like out for lunch, or if the office has been abandoned for a while.
Go ahead.
No.
Why?
There's a decent amount of mess in some areas of the office, but you can't tell if it's just from general uncleanliness and disorganization. Though the room itself looks like someone hasn't been here for at least 2 to 3 hours, maybe longer.
Oh, no reason to do anything but wait.
But I rather that we don't wait inside of the room, though it was supposed to be locked.
It's fine. I put the door up before. I can do it again. Tibble goes out and tries to fix the door.
As he climbs out, a gnome comes from nearby and go like, I see you have a little problem there. Why are you here? I might be able to help before any other accidents.
Are
yes.
you?
Sorry, were you saying something?
Are you quizzing?
No, Quizzin helps the, he's kind of second in command here. He went out to, help his teacher. They are out in the mines. I'm not sure where they are. They might be dead.
Properly time screwing.
Why are you saying might be dead? That's not a common assumption to make about one's co-workers.
Well, I don't have the full story, but so his teacher Herma went to check on the core because something went wrong, and all of our constructs that we used to mine went a little haywire, and that's kind of why we're blocking the doors to the mine. A little bit dangerous out there. Wolfie Shiro, sorry, I just want to say this. You would have showed up around the time they walked into the room.
Okay.
Like Tibble's in the background trying to fix the door.
Timber.
Yeah.
I think we have to save the day again.
Haha! Luckily for you, I'm pretty good at that. Not
I say
only
we just
shall we
stay here
deliver
and
the
wait.
package.
That sounds like work, though. We could stay here, wait, and just see if they come back.
Yeah, but if we work, we get money so we can get more food.
Well, in that case, let's go.
Well, I was given a mission to deliver this package. I don't know what's in it, but I'm going to give it to him, even if he's a corpse.
There's a thought. Just leave it with the corpse. Technically, we delivered it.
Actually, the
Mission
right
accomplished.
thing. Actually,
Timber, I think you're corrupting me.
I don't think that was a bit.
Corrupting you with the glory that is the Imperium.
Actually, I would actually just deliver it to bring the package back to the person if they're dead, who was wanting to deliver it, and telling them the person died.
I'll drag the body back for proof.
No, that's respectful.
Then we can bury him.
We have little employee plates. If he does happen to be dead, you could bring that. And he holds up something similar to a dog tag, but it's more flat, like an ID would be, just without the picture.
You know, if he's dead, we'll be sure to recover the tag
and avenge your fallen comrade in glorious melee.
That will likely happen in the interim.
Please be careful. The constructs are they're dangerous. Made of metal, kind of resistant to physical means. They're made for mining, after all. They've survived a few cave-ins.
You just described the wolf.
Everyone's all worried about dangerous things in Temple Shield, like all story-eyed. Like most people be told that there's danger, but Temple's like encouraged now.
I think Shiro's just grumbling that he has to climb back down the ramp after climbing up the ramp to a room where nothing happened, where they were told to go back down.
The glories of delivery quest.
It's exercise. Keeps you fit.
It prevents you from
come
getting
on,
fat.
Shiro. If it could lift me, it can lift you. I'm a lot bigger than you is.
I still don't trust it. It looks too rickety.
You lack faith. Temple vultures back to the thingy and wait for the party.
Who wants to be with the big puppy? Never it's referring to Timber. Because kind of like someone's a little fed up with dealing with Timber and kind of wants to hang out with the actual wolf instead. At this point,
I mean, I'm simply just going to be climbing back down the ramp. I don't care who's going on who may or may not be going on that lift thingy, because it's just.
I know. It's just it's getting it. Amelia's just getting kind of getting bored of dealing with Timber.
He grows on you.
Yeah.
Kind of like a fungus.
Yes, but yeah, I can tell. Well, Rosalia, have fun with them on the lift. Walks away. Walks down the ramp. Be sure. Shiro Wolf.
So as they start walking down the ramp, Rosalia turns around to see the moment that Timber steps onto the lift, it kind of moves up and down, down and up a little bit, and it slowly moves down before it locks into place, as if they have a safety mechanism for when there's a lot of weight placed upon it.
And has said safety mechanism just fired?
Oh no, the safety mechanism is fine. It's just the lift might be a little quicker in its descent by the looks of it. Not too dangerous means, but quicker than it was carrying the goods.
Timbo is totally. He doesn't. Does he even notice this? Or is he so full of himself that he's just not? Because he's so used to things buckling under his weight.
I'm not gonna add any additional load to that. I'll take the stairs.
Okay. Are you sure it's a good idea to leave him by himself?
Too late. Timbo pulls a thingy.
He'll get to the bottom
Okay.
somehow.
Onward to glory! And Timbo pulls one of the levels.
I wonder where Ultra Shuro and Timber are.
I think they're still on their shoulders.
They were on his shoulders unless they moved.
Yeah, they're still on Timber's shoulders.
You have a drink? You want a drink?
So they feel under them as the safety mechanisms kind of pull away. The lift lurch down and their stomachs kind of like rise up. It almost feels like they have went off a ramp before it starts to do a steady quickness to the bottom. Everyone else will take a few extra moments to walk down the ramps around the anvils and past busy people.
So sort of like one of those tower drops in an amusement park?
Yeah. Quick drop and then safe drop.
I'm just picturing him standing there, completely nonplussed, sword at his side. Meanwhile, the two sables are flailing like flags in the wind.
Like a roller coaster, but Timbo just got that. He's a grumpy man on the roller coaster, and everybody's screaming.
No, their claws are just dug into the ribbons on his shoulders.
Yeah.
They're not bothered.
It's like leaping down from a tree.
Timbo, once the ride is over, he'll get off the ride and look up at everybody else who didn't choose the correct path because they lack faith.
The selection of heretics walked to Timber from across the room. From the looks of it, though, there are two paths you could currently leave this area from. That was not where you came in. Both of them have a large wooden gates that are currently barred, though that seems to be a doorway where the minecarts would lead, as you can see some tracks leading into the room. Those have locks, but they are not barred with crates and boxes.
Timbo looks at the fortification and just smiles.
Hmm.
Wait, so there's one gate that has locks and the other gate has crates and boxes in front of it?
Basically, each gate has like two doors. One is a large door blocked off with crates and boxes, and the other one is a small one for minecarts or the like.
Timbo will wait for the party.
When you say blocked off, does it look like it was like done as a barricade, or is it just a random build-up of debris?
As the
They
party
barricaded this thing.
As the party came in, they could see people barricading these walls, and there's still some things being added now and again, or pushed back into place.
Timbo will address the people barricading the thing. Excuse me, what is this fortification for?
A human turns to Timber as he puts down a box full of iron ingots. The constructs, we are making sure they can't get in. They're pretty strong, but with enough metal in the way, we hope that until everything's fixed, the boxes will stay.
Question, what's your name?
My name,
How to catch the
Generic
DM
con-
unaware.
Generic construction worker 2.0.
Do you happen to know any weaknesses these so-called constructs have?
one moment.
Okay.
And do they have any sort of control mechanism?
Timber has managed to kill the DM.
Even gods may die.
And the reason why I laughed because I bet he didn't have a name for that character. Random NPC.
Well, yes, that was kind of, everybody knew that.
Even Temple knew.
I like the idea of Timber knowing. So, my name's Harondo. The weaknesses, well, they're pretty resistant to physical things. Some of them are weak to fire. They have baskets of charcoal on their back. If you were to set them aflame, it would deal much damage to their internal mechanisms. The mine carts, those can be knocked off the rails, or you can destroy the rails. Be careful of those.
Well, Zondo, I am Temple Dor Jägermeister von Glorious Wolfenstein, and I'm here to save your comrade, who is stuck in those caves. I'm going to go down there and smite whatever gets in my way.
He is going to nod, confused. Good.
So he said way to kill them easily.
Some of them have baskets that are apparently full of charcoal. Those are weak to fire, and the mine carts are weak to being shoved off their tracks. Is what he said.
What about any sort of control systems? Any sort of central command enchantment? Anything like that?
The core is what controls them, and it had to malfunction. That must be why everything is going wrong. We had people. Herman Quizen went out to check on it, and they have yet to return.
Just it's suspicious that they would all malfunction at the same time, and I can imagine they must be expensive for the mine owners.
Very, very much so. I'm not even sure how expensive. I just know they use a lot of magic and parts. What I do know is the ones closest to us started to act up furthest from the core. We don't know how the ones by the core will act. If you follow the cart rails, you should eventually find yourself to the core. It's not too much of a maze out there.
So you're telling me that sled over there is the fastest way down?
That's what he calls the words the mine.
Timber. I'm okay. Look at me. Look at me.
Temple looks at all.
Okay. if we fight the automatons, aim for the legs and arms. Do not break the torso. Just immobilize.
I
go
will
over and
consider
investigate the
this.
locked door.
Just worker to worker. How much are you guys getting paid for this?
We
We're
haven't been told we're gonna
just
get any
here.
money yet.
We're
So they better pay us, or else.
we're just trying to deliver a package, but so far every time something breaks around him, we have to pay for it.
Well, I'm one of the people who checks the constructs now and again. I could always say some was under rebel if you do have to get a little violence.
Understood. Bury him in rocks after I smite them.
I mean, that works.
I'm just going to, so I believe it was Wolfshiro, I just can't see who it was
Yeah,
in the chat.
Wolfshiro.
So the door, it's about the size of timber, not too wide though. The cart rails go under it, and it seems to have a little hole at the bottom so it can swing over them. It looks like normally this is open so the carts can go in and out, but it is currently closed as if they were afraid of either the constructs or the carts getting in through this door.
Is it locked or like can it be pushed open?
It was locked while looking at it, but if the party goes over to investigate with you, the worker will unlock it for you.
Okay.
So can you check the DM question?
Alrighty, human. If when we come back, you'll definitely know it's us because I am extremely loud, and there is no way the construct can measure my zeal and command presence to open the door.
So they will go and open the door for you.
Hmm.
Sorry for taking a moment there. I was replying to a question. The door itself leads into kind of a smaller cavern with the rails on the floor. It looks like it goes on for quite a bit before it joins the mine proper.
Timbo marches over to the mine call. Alright, everybody in. I'll give it a good shove.
There is no mine carts in the room at the moment.
Okay. Dang.
Timber wanted a sled.
Timbo will follow this iron path, this strange iron path, but he likes metal, so he will follow it. Anything made from the forge obviously shares the same life as the Empress's forge. This path is the right way.
Hmm.
So I
Does
did
Timbo
not make...
roll a religion check?
Sure.
Religion check on the minecart tracks.
Yes. Yes.
Caddy and Ordo look so confused at what I just said.
Go
I am also looking confused at what you just said.
These cart rails were laid down masterfully, as if someone was blessing over them and did so as a religious offering to the god of metal. Clearly, this is a blessed track.
Temple believes this with his heart of iron and marches forward.
Hmm.
I mean, there's only one path right now, right? So just
Just,
following it.
continue down it before we accidentally a cult.
A cult has already started.
You're saying this like Temple isn't in a cult.
We do as the mind commands.
The gods of metal guide us.
Now, I did not make a giant map for the mines because they are huge. Instead, I would like each player to, well, in a row, roll 1d100. After so many encounters, you will find the core. And then there is a list of encounters I have. Who would like to roll first?
Someone's on it. So it's called 1d100. He just grabs his dice and yeets them.
How do I roll that again?
Right click the D10 and then hit percent.
Jim has stepped away for a moment.
Okay.
Sorry about that, my throat was trying to kill me. Going down the list, as the party is walking, they are following the minecarts until in front of them there is a collapsed amount of stone and rock. It looks like there was a cave-in this particular section. The supports from the side seem to have broke, and it's not obvious as to why at the moment. But either the party would need to retrack their steps and go a different way, or find a way past this collapsed pile.
Are there any gaps around the edges?
It looks like there's tiny gaps at the top of the pile on the sides, but they're not huge.
It's small enough for me to fit through?
If you squeezed?
Yeah, Temple's not going to fit through there. I can guarantee you that.
I just realized every member of the party except Timber is small.
Yeah.
No, Timmy's character is medium size.
But
But that means that Shiro can fit through.
Oh, right.
Cat person.
I somehow managed I somehow managed to forget about him.
I mean, he's a cat, and they're quiet and stealthy, and is hiding in the corner behind the party, so you know.
Maybe I can move some of these rocks.
So anyone can help Timber if they wish to help move the rocks. I would just need a strength check.
Can I sniff around for? Wait, never mind. I was like about to say, can I sniff around for metal? But then I realized we're in a mine, so
Was anyone
Or-
helping Temple for advantage?
How am I nearly matching you?
Because Temple doesn't want you to feel bad. He saw you were like struggling with the rock, so he just stopped walking so hard.
Hi.
That's gonna be slow.
Just
I'll
little
try and help again.
squirrel sitting there, peeling out, trying to push a sub rock.
Oh.
Alright, Temple's mad. Can he try again?
I don't know.
Despite the bad rolls, because everyone who is large enough is trying to help, I will allow the one reroll.
Okay. For the Empress!
There you go.
Filled with the divine energy of the Empress and the blessed power from the minecart tracks underneath. And with the help of others, Timber manages to make a decent enough gap where he could most likely squeeze through and everyone else could get through fine.
Temple leads the way.
Shiro and Tamara are already waiting on the other side.
What's the state of lighting in the mines?
There's sections where the scones in the wall are dead or broken, leaving stretches of decent darkness or dim lights, but for the most part, it's generally lit.
With what?
The
I
flame
assume
from
Torches?
it's
Torches.
oil candles.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oil lamp is an important detail.
If anyone wants to look more at the oil lamps, there's actually like little pipes leading to them through the wall, and it looks like they're being fed oil, so they would continuously burn.
Plus, they get broken.
That's useful detail for if we get lost.
Shiro and Tamber are jumping from one oil lamp to the next as we go along.
They're spread out about 25-30 feet, just to let you know.
Oh, wow.
We are Martins! That is nothing!
I like his gusto. Alrighty. Temple is looking around for any signs of giant walking suits of metal or constructs or stuff.
So is that enough to be jumping along?
Yeah, I would say so. So, the next roll, I just jot these down, is a 6. Lovely! Let me just get up a little map.
Predator.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember how to share this.
I'm just glad that those oil candles are within lanterns.
So, as the party is walking, they are following the minecart tracks from what would be the south in this image. And they see an open expanse, and to the west, there's a decent amount of light from what looks to be a hole carved into the wall in which magma flows underneath. And they can see, close to the magma, a small gnome who's surrounded by multiple constructs. I will be adding them in a moment. But you can... Go on.
Does he appear to be in distress?
Yes.
I get the feeling darts would be useless against these things, so I'm gonna get my sling ready.
Roselia,
What?
remember how they said some of them are weak to fire?
Set what on fire?
The construct, some of them are weak to fire.
Yeah.
Possibly, this might be one of them.
You can always eat a lit torch at one of them.
At least distract them enough for me to engage them. If they are resistant to my attacks, that just means I get to hit them more. Temple coming up with a strategy.
Yeah,
Stupid guy.
I'm just. I don't know what to think.
You get the feeling that Temple's only smart in one thing, and that's fighting. To be fair, that's the only thing he was educated in.
He just rain manned me, and I need a moment to adjust.
Wait, Temple was educated, just not in the traditional sense.
So everyone should be on the map if I did that right. First time doing this.
Yep.
So you guys can see them from the distance. The gnome I don't have a token for. He's just kind of like on the lip of the little magma pool, kind of looking around as if he's surrounded.
You can always use a letter.
How many constructs are there?
You can clearly see 3.
I can't see the constructs on the map.
One moment.
Did I roll a natural one on perception? Can't...
You go to perceive stuff. Wolf's natural one. Your eyes close.
Are they visible now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But they're not on the combat tracker.
They should be, unless they're just not visible. Oh.
They're not.
If anyone doesn't have any objections, seeing that old buddy is right next to a lava pit, can Timber call out and challenge them?
That would be up for Timber to decide.
Because Timber would totally do that.
Do we need to roll our initiative or what?
Well, right now, you guys are,
Kind of.
they don't...
Oh, I get it. Never mind. Never mind.
That was misclick.
I know it's a misclick, but, I assume Timber did his thing a step forward, because no one said they were stopping him.
Yeah, Timber would get up, and I guess maybe an intimidation wall, but he'll yell, "Hey, you! Bucketheads! Why don't you pick on someone more closely to your side?"
This is a decently large room. I would assume you would walk forward a bit before you do that.
Yeah. That and Timber's pretty loud, too.
Eric's move is.
I'm going to say you're about there before the ones you can see will turn around and see you in the light of the nearby oil lamps. And that would be initiative. And as initiative starts, the gnome kind of scurries to the side and hides behind the boxes up top.
Where's the initiative again? Oh, there it is. Middle.
What's wrong with your great leader? Is he too chicken to confront us himself?
That music kind of fits. Classic Timber initiative. Timber's too busy monologuing. That's why it takes him forever.
Yep.
Wait, did the gnome scurry to the left or the right?
The boxes.
I think he went to the right.
Right, okay.
More like the wooden ones.
He scurried into hammer space.
I like the idea. I like the idea of Timber like giving this big rousing "come at me" while everybody goes ready to fight, but he's too busy monologuing at the enemy to get into combat.
I can see that happening, actually.
It means they're distracted by him.
It was useful. He's a great distraction.
Just a moment, guys. I'm just setting something up.
For clarification, the squares on the map are 5 feet, right?
Yes. So if I hit the next actor, it should say that Shiro's up, right?
Yeah, should.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Hey, it didn't go to me.
Because someone gets a higher point than you do.
You see, you're like Shiro's shadow, so he moves and you move behind him.
So I'm gonna move up, 1, 5, 6, 30 feet? I think it's 30 feet, right?
That was 25, you could move an extra. I count diagonals as 5 feet.
sure I'll move that close.
They
and
are
I don't want to
5
get close
feet
to
in
this
this,
thing.
and I think you're at 40, aren't you?
I'm at 40? Am I at 40? Since I took a diagonal. Oh well. I'll move back one.
Diagonals are just 5 feet. There's no extra range for diagonals.
They're the same.
You have a speed of 35 feet.
I'll just stick with moving 25 then. I don't want to get too close to them. And I'm going to do a tail whip and throw a chaos bolt at the closest one to the gnome, which is C.
Yes. The charcoal carrier. That is one of the ones that has a basket on its back. As you look at it from the distance, its mouth kind of opens as it looks towards Timber, who still has its attention, and you see flames from within it.
Do I take a penalty if I'm specifically aiming for its limbs at a distance?
I would say so.
Alright, chaos bolt.
Alright, you do manage to hit it.
Wow. Oh no. Oh boy. So the thing is, it dealt acid damage, and then because of its effect, the energy leaps to another creature. So it's
He's
going to
correct
go
on
for
that.
the nearby D.
And deal the same damage?
No, it's a new attack roll.
Okay.
Is that? That is 5. Okay. Also, I don't think this would have disadvantage. This is right next to it, right?
Based on how it says it leaps, I would say no disadvantage. As the energy leaps, this mechanical construct is moving towards Timber, and thus the energy passes from behind it. Meanwhile, the charcoal carrier, it starts to look like some of the metal is corroding, but not enough to be too damaging.
Alright, and that ends my turn.
That took it twice. Don't know why.
Did you click to move it as well?
I clicked to move it, yeah, because it was my turn.
Sorry, I did it. I wasn't sure how that worked.
Yeah, when our turn is over, we will handle advancing.
Do I just pass the buck all the way back?
No, it's fine.
You have to click on the little doodle.
One sec. Sorry about that, had a call. Okay, so I assume Shiro would actually have started about here. He's gonna start by leaping onto Timber's shoulders, presuming Timber's not gonna resist.
Timber stands like a stone wall, ready to engage.
Great. From Timber's shoulders, Shiro is going to launch an energy beam. Did it succeed or fail?
It succeeded.
Aww. I am the sad now.
I just realized there's a way to tell the difference between me and the Sable, because he calls himself Shiro and I call myself Shiro.
You switch between which one you call yourself repeatedly.
Do I? I don't think I do. I
Yes.
think you're just.
No.
I think you're messing with my mind
I
here.
started with Shiro, and then you swapped to Shiro, and so I switched to Shiro.
I think you're messing with my head here.
I made very
That- that-
perfect
that-
note of it, and it is recorded on the stream.
That is his thing though, messing with your head.
Anyways, that's it for Shiro's turn.
So my
No!
turn.
Yeah, it's now your turn.
I'm go okay. The gray circle that's a pillar, right?
Yes.
Is it a big chunky pillar?
Yeah, it takes up the entire 5-foot square and it goes from the floor to the ceiling. It looks like a support column.
I already checked the distance, and 40 can put me right there. Oh, I actually there. I'm going to stay there and hold action with my sling. The moment one of them is within 30, I'll aim for the knee.
So you're sitting there ready to hit the next one that comes into range?
As soon as they're close enough for a clear shot, I'm aiming for their kneecap.
All right. So I'll now let you guys see this enemy as you hear metal on metal, and this thing comes rolling down the tracks at a very fast speed. It only gets there for its turn, but as the minecart is moving, a little bit on the side opens, and it shoots out a bit of stone. I'm making sure I have this set up right. One moment.
Regretting that adjustment to my position now.
Yeah, but you're not on the. But the worst of it, the ones that are on the actual track are more in danger than you are, because they can get ran over by the damn thing.
If I was to the left, the pillar would be in the way right now.
Uh-huh.
I just don't have the attack set up right, so I'm going to be rolling this and letting you know what it rolls. I am going to assume this misses you as it rolled an 8 as the rocks shoot out and just kind of scatter around you, Rosalia.
AC 17.
With that, it would end its turn. And these guys are fairly slow. That one's within 40 feet. What is the range of your weapon?
30. I called it at 30. It's not close enough for me to get a clear shot. That one, however.
Yeah, that one is within range.
I think you also got ammo on your floor around you. Those rocks. What?
Do I make my attack?
Yeah, when I said it's within range, I thought you would attack it. That hits.
Pink.
Why are we starting to damage so crap today?
I swear, that's what the noise I hear when you hit it is tink.
So, despite the low roll, it does look like it makes a tiny bit of a dent in the side of its head as you manage to hit it.
Like kneecap. I was aiming for.
Sorry, I couldn't remember. That will end its turn, though. It's not close enough to attack.
I will go right here between these guys. And where is that?
Odd socks. If there were three Martins, I would quit. I would retire to a shack and farm mushrooms or something.
I would also resent being turned into a Martin. I am a... Damn it.
Okay. No, it's not. I will try to hit the cart.
Alrighty. You managed to hit it.
This is a weird... No, this is not what I need to roll. It's this. Well... Hi! And it's magically irradiating. Nope, that one. Well, I'm good now.
As your bolts of radiant energy hits the cart, it was charging forward and it manages to hit one of the wheels and slams into it with the energy, sending the cart off of the rails, and it just crashes into the nearby rock wall.
And then magically zoomed past some Rosalia too.
just picture an action movie sequence. It's somehow airborne and it exploded for no adequately explained reason, flying through the air over my head.
This one gets closer, and as it does, it picks up one of the charcoal chunks from its basket and tosses it towards Timber, the one that had aggroed it. Though sadly, it does not hit him, as the charcoal piece hits your armor and kind of dinks off.
How is that a sadly?
Well, right now I'm in the character of these man murdering machines. Sad for them.
Now it's Timber's turn.
Alrighty. Timbal feels that pelt strike off his shield, and he goes, "You dare try to born an Inquisitor!" And he charges right up to...
You also have a Barton on your shoulder.
So 20 feet up to the one that... that tried to attack him.
But isn't the Martin on his shoulder?
Yeah, I assume he comes with.
Yeah, I can move him.
So, Timbal says a quiet prayer, wishing for the Empress to strike down his foe, and electricity bolts around his longsword as he prepares a thunderous smite. Which one's that's the charcoal one, right?
Yes.
It's the one in front of you.
Yeah.
You manage to hit?
Alright, Thunderous Smite deals 2d6 thunder damage, and it's going to be a DC 15. Let's see. Strength saving throw, or be pushed 10 feet away from Timbal and be knocked prone. So he's trying to knock one into the other.
It fails the save and throw. Go ahead and roll
so
damage.
It gets knocked back 10 feet and is prone.
Also gets knocked into the other one next to it because of that.
2d.
Hey,
It's going to be
it's
thunder damage.
Yep.
So, is there actual rules for if someone is knocked into something? This is my first time running, so I'm not sure.
Usually it is deemed as a, usually it's like 1d6, if that. It's up to the DM, really.
Fall thunder damage is a loud thunderous boom rackets through the thing. That's his thunder damage, and then I'll do slashing damage.
Just a little note here. A little note. If the coal carrier said it was a basket, not a sealed container, if it is knocked prone, wouldn't the coal get scattered across the ground?
Yes. And this thing, because it was hit off, is actually down and out for the count as it hits into the other thing and kind of clatters to the side. The other one taking a bit of damage, though not much. When they take enough damage, you hear like a grinding noise as the inner mechanisms get bent and distorted out of shape. Something pops and it just collapses to the ground.
How do I end my turn? The dragon head, right?
Yep.
Get dunked on!
Okay, so it seems like there was a minecart that then appeared down the rail really fast. I'm just going to get off the mine rail a little bit, and then I'm going to cast Frostbite at the Miner 5 that's facing Timber.
Hmm.
Sorry, I was mentioned something because there was an influence.
Yes.
It managed to save, and your magic it messes up as you're using it. It swirls around you, and as it does, the wolf is now a marten.
I blink, confused on what just happened as my turn ends. Like, I'm now just standing there, like, what just happened?
You're smaller.
Shiro is oblivious to that having happened behind him. He's gonna switch over to this shoulder on Timber and shoot out a burst of force.
Hey, force be with you, just kidding.
Unfortunately, that would also hit Shiro.
I like the idea of Timber being a mobile gun platform now.
I don't know. I'm gonna ask for DM opinion on this because on whether or not Timber would be hit as well. Technically, it's a force around me, and so
Does
I
Shiro
don't
have to
know.
roll to save?
Yes, I dropped it on you, and you automatically took the damage. It looks like you saved.
He did save, yes.
Only
What
half
kind of
damage
save
on
would
a
it be?
save.
But
What?
oh, never mind. Sorry.
If they failed their save, they get knocked back 15 feet. In a straight line away from me.
That just screwed my strat.
But I would argue that because this is bursting out from me and I am on Timber, he would not be affected. But it is DM call.
What kind of save would it be if I failed?
Since it's centered on you, I would say in this case he would not need to make the save.
I would like to point out something as well, is that unless it has a special rule about mounted combat, then whatever counts as the mount would be immune.
That is fair. So yeah. Shiro just did that. And he's looking at Timber with a big old grin on his face.
Shiro's just flattened his ears down, his now tiny ears, as he's hit in the face with a bunch of force.
So the miner that was
Whatever
close,
that was pretty cool.
the miner that was closest, the one to your north, it gets hit with the force, and as it's moving back, it looks like it's about to move forward, but its back slams into a jagged piece of the rock wall. You hear a grind and stop, and it just goes limp while hanging on the rock.
Before I end my turn, since he's looking over in roughly that direction, Shiro is going to ignore Timber's question and leap off at the new Martin. Hey, who's this?
I'm going to try and growl back, but I don't know how well I can growl as a Martin.
You sound like a motorcycle. They have a very effective growl.
You might need to get that growly noise gift.
Anything else for your turn?
Oops, sorry.
Okay. My turn?
Mhm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm going to make unarmed strike immediately followed by flurry of blows. And I'm using my open hand technique on the flurry of blows for the not prone effect. The entire flurry of attacks is to be aimed at the legs. I'm going full jackhammer on them.
I feel bad for this construct, but go ahead.
Yep.
That attack hits.
Wait, it would be 9 and 7. It didn't do it like
Ленька, стой, стой,
thought it
стой,
would.
стой, Ленька, стой, стой. Стой, я сейчас сниму и совы.
It still helped though. Sadly, those two do miss, but the first attack hits.
That's for the damage. For the knocked prone, it's dexterity saving.
Alright. It's going to succeed.
Why?
It rolled a 20.
She was ill here, that's why you should eat meat and build up that hamage.
Nothing seems to be going my way today.
You're used to people where like you can easily offset their balance and sweep out their legs. In this case, as you go kick its leg out from under it, your own leg just bangs against the metal as if you just like kicked a table leg by mistake. It stings.
I meant to fight meat, not metal.
Azala, you're telling yourself that things are not going your way today as he looks at himself.
I still have 5 feet of move, so I'm back pedaling from the recoil of the
You
attack.
cannot move, attack, and then move. That is something in the rules.
I thought you hadn't moved yet because you were on the shoulder, right?
Yeah.
I could have sworn you could, but then you'd take opportunity attacks.
No, you cannot move, attack, and then move. Like, if you have something that can split, that specifically says you can, such as rogues have their ability to dash as a bonus action, they can run in with their move action, attack, and then use their bonus action to dash away. But you cannot split your movement up.
Huh?
Yeah, because I
Even
remember
then-
the mobile feat says that if you attack somebody, you can move away from them without opportunity attack.
Yes, but it would require another ability to actually move, attack, and then move again.
Alrighty.
Then again, I might be getting my systems mixed up, so let me double check it.
Because I totally remember attacking things and running past them and getting hit in the back because Tibble doesn't care.
What
So I guess it depends on the DM.
What a waste of a flurry of blows.
That's what you get for only fighting against me.
Hold. I just double checked key attacks. I didn't add my proficiency bonus. According to this, it's 8 plus proficiency bonus plus wisdom modifier. I was using a regular unarmed strike, which was plus 6.
Also, I think you can move. You can move, then attack, and move. Like you can split your movement, but you will take opportunity attacks and such.
Yeah, you would take an opportunity attack.
9 to 10. Wisdom is plus 3. So it's 13.
But,
so that's
I was
14 and 16.
I was incorrect. Hang on, you said you weren't adding your proficiency bonus?
I forgot on the flurry of blows. I rolled a normal unarmed strike. When I double checked my key sheet, it says 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom. My proficiency is 2. Wisdom modifier
that sounds
3,
like a
so
saving
5.
throw. 8 plus proficiency plus an ability score is a saving throw.
Yeah, it says key save. So that would be
Your
for
key
special
save?
effects, not for landing attacks.
Yeah. So
Okay,
that's for,
alright.
like, I believe there's Whirlwind or something. I forget the exact name of it, but it's basically you can throw them back. That's the saving throw they would have to make to resist that.
Got it.
Now, I was incorrect. You can move, attack, and then finish your movement. Just be aware that stepping back will provoke the attack of opportunity.
And that wouldn't confer any penalties on its next turn, so no real point.
Unless you want to give it an extra attack on you.
If you want to be friendly to it, sure.
No. I'm just gonna Peter Griffin there. Ah.
Good kick metal.
Construct, uncaring of your suffering, swings at you with a pick in one hand and a shovel in the other. Can I have a critical fail card?
What? For me or for him?
For it.
Wait, you rolled a nat 1?
It did,
Yes.
Your
Aha!
has abandoned you.
I hit something important inside.
Hey, Azealia, at least now the bad luck got pushed into it instead of you.
Yeah, it was ancient technique.
You kicked it so hard you gave it the course.
Yes, it's an ancient monk technique. I can cast my bad luck into a victim.
Or a mechanical object like this thing.
Okay, so melee?
Yes.
It was a feint, I swear. The target may make an attack of opportunity against you. If they miss, you may make an attack of opportunity against them with advantage.
What? I get an attack of opportunity against it?
Yes, but if you miss, it gets to attack you.
At advantage.
I don't care.
Yay, at least you get to hand it again.
Attack of opportunity. Does that have advantage?
No,
That's
you
just
just
a regular
roll a
attack.
normal attack.
But then it gives it advantage against you.
You
If you
hit.
miss. Oh, there you go.
Is the dice going to be nicer this time around, though?
What? Every single fucking time.
Whack.
I will say.
Roselia, that's what you touched it again, and thus the course was torn back to you.
Damn
it! Tag back.
No tag. I forgot to say no tag backs.
Oh, hey, I guess you knocked it out.
Despite not hitting it as hard as you wanted to, it was already dent from the earlier force, and you managed to just hit it in this one spot that was kind of weakened, and it kind of cracks, and you see shards of the metal kind of like go into the gears, and it just pops and breaks and crumbles to the ground before you.
I guess we're good.
Yeah, with that, they are all gone.
Shiro is on top of Shiro, like, who are you? Hi!
Why?
Get off me, Shiro. You know who it is, Shiro.
Why, Shiro? I'm you.
What do you mean?
Tempo will go look for the fallen, the hiding portion, and go, alas! Glory to the Imperium! You are being rescued. Do not resist.
My leg hurts.
The gnome kind of peeks out from behind the boxes. He has a pair of goggles on that has multiple different colored lenses as he looks out. I don't resist. Okay. He's going to say as he comes out. Hands up.
We have a package for you if you are the person
Discord.
we are looking for.
Ah.
Come on. Oh, that was weird.
Roselia, present the package. Actually, no. Before you present the package, identify yourself. Tibble calls out to the gnome.
As you call out, there is currently 1, 2, 3, 4 people not currently in Martin. Everyone pick a number. 1 through 4.
Wait, everyone pick a number?
Everyone that's not
I'll
Martin.
pick 1 since I'm number 1.
Okay.
A3.
Rosalia called 3, so
I'll pick
A 4.
Alright, so Kitty Boy is going to be 2. And our lucky number is 2.
Don't do it to the person.
Sim saying I shouldn't do it since he's not here, so I'll roll again. And it's 1. So, Timber, as you're talking to this gnome, energy swirl around you as you become a Martin as well. A very armored Martin.
Tiny English! What is this heresy?
I'm living in a nightmare.
Actually, he looks kind of adorable.
Yeah, Timble's basically like puppy Timble.
Except Not.
If you ever saw pictures of like cats in armor, it's very similar to that.
By the Empress! What is this heresy? My hugeness! Oh no, I need to beef up!
You're small, so I protect, right?
That's my jam!
I'm gonna try and buck off Shiro off me.
Today I learned when Timber shrinks, he turns into Eric Hartman.
Roll strength.
Screw you guys! I'm going home!
Wow. Shiro's just like glue to me, apparently.
You're not used to this form.
I'm definitely not used to this.
And the lack of strength behind it compared to your work form. Meanwhile, the other Martin is like just wrapping around you, clinging to you.
Hi, new friend!
Man! You're the Empress! The heretics have made me smell! Undo this now, please!
The gnome is now worried as he takes a step back, afraid of becoming a similar creature. What's going on?
I think the Divines is playing a trick on us.
The wolf is warlock. His magic must be messing up. Don't
I
mind
thought
me.
he was.
I just had electrocuted a bit ago.
This is what I get for hanging out with heretics!
No, Timber. The Empress just wanted you as a lap dog.
When I was my full size, the Empress could have totally made me a lapdog. This makes no sense. Oh, Empress, why have you betrayed me?
Oh.
It's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight and the dog.
I'm going to pick up the small armored existential crisis and put it on my shoulder.
It is still surprisingly very heavy, about a fourth or a half of the weight of what Timber normally is.
Someone divide 300 pounds by 4.
A quarter per pound, so he would be 75 pounds.
Too heavy to comfortably put on my shoulder. That's how heavy.
Meanwhile, the gnome is going to walk over.
Oh yeah, you don't have a token for it.
There is one more, so Rosalia or Amelia, pick odds or even, one of you.
I'll get an odd. Okay, fine, I'll take the whatever.
It was a 1. The squirrel also becomes Martin.
No, I
I thought-
believe that Rosalia picked odds and the squirrel said that she was going to switch to even.
Oh, okay, then Rosalia would become the...
I'm the only one that's normal here.
Oh god,
I can't really
Rosalia
do
was
anything
carrying Timber.
Nope.
I mean, I suppose I can't really go anywhere
Nope.
since Shiro's pinning
Nope.
me down.
Nope.
Who are you?
But
I
don't
love
you?
how even though Tempo's smaller, he's still too
I'm
heavy for
Shiro.
Rosalia.
Nope.
But don't
Nope.
you dare know yourself.
Into the lava.
As you go to walk onto the lava, almost as if by divine grace, the air under you is solid and you can only see the boiling, heated stone under you.
I was just being so
I hope
All
this
right.
is temporary.
Gnome guy, you're coming with us. You're being rescued. I might be small, but I'm Timber Dude Chickamaster with Glorious Briggston. And you will come with us because we totally rescued you. Despite my size, I am the most awesomest and the biggest and the bestest woman in this place.
Shiro is finally going to notice the commotion, and forgetting the other new stranger, Martin, he basically flies over, or rather, he runs and then jumps and pounces on probably Rosalia because she's closest. Hi, I'm Shiro. Who are you?
No. So you miss Rosalia and you pounce on Turnbull.
He's like, sidestep, Martin style.
whoop.
There was never an unarmored Martin. You just remembered the armored one you jumped on.
Shiro, I have been shrunk.
I think
And
we
once I
mostly
shrunk
all
the
have been
paladin.
shrunk.
I think you look great this way.
I haven't been this small since I was like a puppy.
Well, this is great. We all get to ride on Amelia.
Yeah.
I miss being huge. I was the biggest and the bestest and the greatest, but now I'm puppy again.
Oh. I hope this is temporary.
If this isn't temporary, I'm gonna get on a plane and go pay Odd Socks a visit.
Gnome guy, what's your name? Identify yourself before I delete you for heresy.
Quizzing, sir, quizzing. He's going back up behind the crates.
Well, good, because we have some stuff for you, and it's not violence. Rosalia, present to him the package.
Message for you,
Whatever happened?
And when she changed, she more likely would have dropped in the package.
I was like, what happened to the backpacks that Timber and Rosalia would have been carrying?
They would have been
They're
shifted
probably
to
sized appropriately.
I'm just
shipped
gonna
to your machine.
I'm just gonna drag the package over to him.
Nice.
He is going to slowly pop back around the crates and walk forward. Yes, this is for me. Well, one moment, and he's gonna start opening it carefully, so only he can see what is inside. There's a bit of crinkles and rustles, and then as he opens it, his eyes go wide. Oh, yes, this can help. This is good. Who are you?
We were just
Martin's,
told
apparently.
Martin's at the moment because some weird divine energy. But other than that, we're just here to deliver that to you. But if you need help with anything, we can actually do that too. Even though we don't look like we are going to be able to.
No.
Forget what the squad said. Even though I'm a puppy, I am more than capable of whatever the Empress desires of me. I am the biggest, and the bestest, and the strongest Martin in this place. I think
We're the people that Vilas Tulash said. We're the people that Vilas Tulash sent to deliver that package to you. Shiro, I know your magic did this. If you don't reverse
So,
it
uh,
immediately, I'm going to start removing pieces.
Shiro is attempting to stealth up to Rosalia, clearly failing, but he's still pouncing.
Dungeon Master,
Yes.
can Temple
Nope.
pray for forgiveness?
Ninja roll.
Can I try and pounce Shiro instead? Counter pounce?
But since you guys are just having a random pouncing fun times.
You can pray for forgiveness, but that if it does anything, it's up to the Empress, of course.
Well, of course.
Temple closes his eyes and prays very loudly. Let me pull up my sheet. Alright, let's see if Temple's actually good at religion.
As you're pulling it up, there's a fur pile kind of. I think you're under the fur pile, but there's a fur pile now.
I'm trying to keep the Shiro under control here.
Shiro is running around from one Martin to the next, just absolutely ecstatic to have others with him. You know, other than Timbre.
I tried pouncing you. Darn. Too fast for me. I'm still not used to this margin body.
Dearest Empress, please forgive me for my transgression.
No, Rosalia, that was just me trying to pounce Shiro.
Oh.
Wait, they rolled acrobatics, not... No.
Acrobatics or dexterity saving throw, either one would apply.
So I kind of mentally forgot what we were actually doing because of the chaos.
We delivered the package. We don't yet know what's in it. He did open it. He seems very happy. He said it'll help with what we have no idea. And I am currently glaring at Shiro, expecting a fix for this madness.
Don't glare at me. This wasn't my fault.
Despite all this heresy, we should totally get back out of here.
But don't we have? Is there someone else maybe trapped in here somewhere?
I was trying to look for my teacher Herma. He's kind of the one in control here. He went to kind of fix everything, and I was heading on there when those things attacked.
Well, do not worry. Why? Never don't take a rest of it. You know, in Frankenstein will totally save your alpha. Do you know the way?
I could lead you, but it might be a bit dangerous.
You had me at dangerous.
Out of character, I did kind of have a boss fight prepared, and I was hoping for Timmy to be here. Would you guys still like to do it, though?
I'm willing to do it, but I need to know if the polymorph will affect combat stats.
I think all it does is maybe affect your size and your ability to. Wait a minute. I think they will not be able to use their stuff.
Mechanics-wise, I would say it's not going to change anything. Like, you guys might go about what you do differently fluff-wise, but mechanically, it will be the same rules and everything.
Okay.
Tempo's just very small but super dense.
In more ways than one.
Oh, of course.
Anyways.
If anything, he's more dense than usual.
Anyways, I guess we can try to help find your teacher. 'Cause even though everyone's small, I bet they can still are capable of doing so.
Well, first I think we should stop at the storage room. I think it has something that could help us. If you're all fine with that?
Sure.
Is it a potion of reversal?
We don't really have potions here, sadly. We have metal. Would metal fix this? Are you from the minecart track cult?
It's real.
Metal shall fix all.
I'm Shiro's gonna roll for confusion. Shiro is probably
My
confused.
soul shall be fixed by the power of steel.
Rosalia had a moderate break. She is now in a sad wander.
Great! She'll have disadvantage on her dex saving throw.
Fuck you.
Pounce! Oh, the
Temple points
pounce!
to the gnome.
I
Temple
wonder
points
where
to the gnome and says, "Flee to your ovary. I desire to see the glory of the skills that you possess."
Now, remember, we're trying to look for someone before we can do that.
Any idea on where he is?
I think we're supposed to go to the storage room to get resources.
The gnome nods, and if you're ready to head off, I will lead the way.
Okay. But we might need to pick up the ones that are being silly over there.
Hey, I know you! You smell like Rosalia! You can eat meat now! Shiro is pulling some meat out of his pack.
Sam, check chat.
Yes, and that misses. The minimum AC for anyone would be 10.
I'm not touching that.
I think you'll need to roll a wisdom saving throw. Because Martin knows is very intrigued by food.
It sat on 18. It sat on 18, staring at me for a full 2 seconds, then just went, nah, F you.
Alright, so Temple's gonna march over to Rosalia.
Well, I guess we're going where we were supposed to be going, or are we just
first
doing
off,
Temple's going to pick up Rosalia.
Wait. Shiro's offering Rosalia meat.
Just because I have an interest does not mean I actually eat any.
Shiro's going to start heading off in the direction of wherever the gnome's heading for the storage, whatever place
Temple's
it
literally
is.
trying to grab Rosalia and take her with them.
as for resisting the temptation, I would argue because it's an herbivore stuck in a carnivore body, I'd have an advantage there.
Perhaps, but it's also instinct versus mind.
So DM, can I grab Roselia and the Molten? Despite
Yeah.
being small, Tempo's still pretty powerful. And just drag him along.
If you're not dragging, you're shoving, but I will allow it.
I look up at Amelia and ask her, "Wouldn't you be better at this?"
The one high roll I get all freaking night is the save against timber, the one that I would actually want to.
Hold on a second. I still haven't. Let me roll.
No.
So for some reason, Roselia resists Temple, but wants the meat.
In the defiance of all logic and semblance of sanity in the universe, yes.
The gnome is going to walk over. Are we going?
Yes.
Can I grapple Roselia?
We
Just ignore those three. Let's lead us over to the location. They'll catch up.
We don't need to give the details of what happens there.
Yeah.
The gnome will lead you guys down the twisting corridors of the mine, and it will end up. There's still more mine to go, but there's a decently large gate in the side of the tunnel, and behind it is a bunch of boxes and crates. And he goes to get what looks like a key from his pocket, but realizes that the gate is unlocked. And as you all walk into the room, you can see the broken remains of at least 4 of the constructs, as well as a few bodies scattered about.
I go sniff at the bodies.
To see if they're alive.
None of them are alive. The constructs that were on the ground are all destroyed enough to where they were unable to continue. Though for those who are more akin to people, looking at the bodies would be enough to notice that they were not workers here. They have the normal bandit garb that one would find for, well, bandits or pirates.
Alright, guys. Gather whatever looks important, stuff it into our bags, and I guess we can keep going.
What are we looking for? And it seems like there was a conflict in here.
These aren't workers, the gnome says as he kind
Yeah,
of
I can
skirts. He skirts around the bodies and goes to a very particular crate, picking up what looks like little iron spheres and putting them in a bag of his. And anything you guys might need, we have weapons, but it doesn't look like you can use them.
You doubt that I, Timber Dirt Jigger myself, on
type
glorious
of-
Pakistan, lacks the muscle powers to use a sword bigger than him? You underestimate the zeal of a Wolverine.
What are the weapons? Because I'm just curious.
Mainly spears or longsword stuff that we were going to be shipping off towards the town, but just haven't yet.
Temple will start taking the spears and the long swords.
I had no preference for those before, and now I have no physical ability.
Can I run an investigation check on the bodies of the bandits to see if there's anything on them?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run one too.
Temple's gathering weapons.
How many weapons is Timber trying to gather?
Yes.
Wait, I have a question. Isn't a spear a simple weapon or something else?
I got a good
It's
roll.
a simple weapon.
What?
Spears are simple weapons. Long swords are martial.
I know. In other words, I can actually use the spear.
Shiro's basically just giving up his good rolls for pretty much the entire time.
To be fair, Temple is proficient with martial and simple weapons.
And I can use simple weapons, so you shouldn't take all of it.
The donation
But Temple
goal
will give you
has
steel, but-
been completed. Thank you very much, Jaffer.
Timble's like walking around dragging these giant swords for his tiny body.
I still did not hear anything what you said.
Who?
Timber of what the weapon was.
Oh, Timble's dragging around these
Not that.
long swords.
Not that. I said, what type of weapon is a spear? And I did not hear what it was.
It's a simple weapon. It's a simple weapon. You can use
In other words, I can use that.
Yes, you can.
I mean, you have the ability to look that up yourself, Festian.
Spears are simple weapons.
I also rolled to investigate for looting. I rolled a net 20.
So you find a bit of stuff among the corpses. Some of it is loose gold, about 10 pieces altogether. It's in a selection of gold and silver, but let's just say it's in gold for now. You find a note, and with the note is a small blue disc with green metal wrapped around it. It's not a metal you are used to seeing. On the disc doesn't have much, but the note is mainly nonsensical. It's talking about going to the store and picking up some goods. And then you also find a small satchel in one of the bodies, in the coat jacket.
Sorry, I was checking my inventory. You said a small satchel.
Yes.
Is there anything in it?
Within the satchel seems to be there's a vial of what looks like a red liquid, as well as some very important looking paperwork. It's the rights to a ship that is apparently docked at the town.
I can assume that with my investigation score of 5, I just find dead body.
I'm.
Oh yes, the flawless flaw.
No one's noticed that I've found a title deed.
I'm curious. Sorry, I'm. I know.
Timble's just happy that he has a sword bigger than him now.
I think I might have noticed that you found something, but I wouldn't have known what it was since I found nothing.
You just see Tiny Temple like he's swinging around this long sword that's bigger than him.
When you fail sleight of hand, it's so bad it doesn't look like you're even attempting to hide anything.
Well, Zillia's just bad at being bad.
Uh-huh. I'm being actively punished anytime I stray from the path.
It's also a little hard to hide stuff behind you when you're about the size of the title deed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Shiro can read anything.
I have a question. Where is the... I realize there's not a item area where you can grab an item and put it somewhere. Or...
There's what?
Never mind, I was referring to the party sheet stuff.
I'm going to roll or fold the deed up the smallest I can get it, and give it to Timber, and tell him to keep it safe.
Okay.
Timber will do so. He will. Timber looks like a little anime character with a giant sword. Now he's got this big old tapestry of something.
Out of character, I find it hilarious that out of everyone here, you gave it to Timber.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I told him to keep it safe. So if anyone tries to take it, what happens?
But I mean, Amelia is also the one that's the biggest out of us all right now.
Oh, I fully support Rosalia on this because, you know, Timber is the most reliable for all of us to keep something safe when he's told to.
Timber may be small, but so is a Cuisinart.
Timber also can't read, so the chance of him stealing the deed is zilch.
What do I want with this silly scribble stuff?
It's magic scribble.
I shall protect it with my life. Tipple has this long sword that's bigger than him now.
Since his strength is the same, I would say he's able to maybe take disadvantage while using the sword, but he can carry it.
Monster Hunter. It's the Sable edition.
The gnome
Tipple
kind
will
of
switch to his regular short sword. Tipple's just happy to have a weapon bigger than him now. He's like a puppy at an armory store.
So are you guys ready to head off? I'm a little worried here.
Yes.
I'm always ready.
The gnome will nod and he will bring you out of the room, locking it behind him. There's a soft sigh as he pulls you deeper and deeper into the mines. It's a good half an hour, if not longer, walk in which, when you finally get to where you're going, there is no more minecart tracks, and it's just down and down before you open up into a room that is very, very bright. And I will be sharing it in just a moment.
I squint my eyes because it is very bright.
Timbo is enlightened. Timbo does feel a little disheartened, though, that the Ion Path is now gone. But in his heart, the Ion Trail is still with him. For he is coated in holy steels.
So, I'm not going to place your characters down just yet. You would be at the entrance of this room. The gnome is kind of staying off to the side. His face is kind of horror as he sees what is in the center of the room. What you guys... Go on.
Go ahead. I was going to say, Timbo realizes the Ion Trail was in him this whole time.
Cultist.
Oh, Timber has 2 religions now. You can see what looks like the scorches of explosions in the center of the room as you guys walk in. And once I get...
The
Go on.
Empress holding a ham in a minecart.
Sounds right to me.
To be fair, metal is very important to Wolven.
Anyways,
I'll be placing you guys where you are. Assuming Timber's around the front.
Why would he not?
Always.
The room is decently large, and in the center is a tall pillar going from the bottom to the top, and there's a weird contraption kind of built into it. You can kind of almost see other metal coming from it. It's hard to tell from this distance, and it looks like some of it has been exploded and destroyed.
Timbo turns to the gnome.
I'm assuming this is not how it's supposed to look.
The gnome shakes his head. No, it's ruined. I'm not sure who did this. Maybe those bandits?
What was the purpose of this machine?
This is the core. It makes sure all the things work. The carts, the miners, the fillers.
Oh, single point of failure. Yeah, that's strategically sound.
Are you able to fix it if we get you to it?
I might be able to. He kind of looks around the room of fear on his face. No one's here, right?
Well, actually, we're here, so yeah, there's people in this room. But never fret, for the Wolven Inquisition is here. So when we show up and there's other people here, they'll totally not expect us. So we have the element of surprise! Eyes! Eyes! Eyes!
How well lit is the area?
The room is very well lit, except for some of the walls, which are baked in shadow.
Is there anything in the shadows?
They're kind of off in the distance. You can't easily see them or what would be within them.
Temple starts approaching the contraption.
With each step, the ground starts to shake. Rocks start to fall from the pillars and walls. And as you get close enough, probably about here, a whole bunch of rocks break free from the right side of the pillar as an arm kind of extends, and then another arm from the other side, and the crystal in the center starts to glow. You can kind of see above it what looks like it's supposed to be a face. And I think we should end there because I really want Timmy to be here as this mechanical monstrosity, huge arms break out, and it does not look friendly.
By the apples!
It's an angry metal creature.
All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening for Red Flag Rejects Dungeons and Dragons. We will be back next week with more. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, all those things there on the website, as well as down in the description below. Please consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. I cannot continue to bring these streams to you all without your support. So please consider becoming a patron, donating to the channel, subscribing, however you choose to support. It means so much and allows me to continue streaming for you all. I will be back tomorrow with more games. Do check that out. And for now, I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
You know, I think that machine does look kind of friendly, maybe.
It's just there to give you hugs when you get close enough.
I don't trust hugs, especially not when they come from Shiro.
I hope you have a good night, everyone.
Bye, guys!
And hopefully next time I won't be fighting a stutter.